Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video, hopefully, we'll be doing our first grass cut of the year. And we've already been doing quite a bit of preparation work for this, and that's had quite a few challenges involved. And we'll go through all of those in just a second, but those challenges have resulted in us having all three of our Bolens HTs in the workshop. So we'll start off by talking about why we've got three HTs in the workshop, and we'll start off with one of our HT23s, and this is the one that was our main grass cutting tractor for many years and has been featured a number of times on the channel. Now, we've spoken about the problems with this tractor before, with cracked head and a few other issues, which is why this is out of service, and we had planned to start this project quite a while ago, but we've been sidetracked by other things, including the Cub Cadet original project taking a lot longer than we imagined. So this got pushed back a bit, but it's in here now, and it's on this wooden bench, which we've had for quite a while. I don't think we've ever used it for one of our YouTube projects. As you can see, it only just fits on it width-wise. It is overhanging quite a bit. But we did have to make some modifications to this bench to make this work. Firstly, we put some bigger wheels on it so that it was easier to move about on the workshop floor, which has quite a few kind of dips in it, small dips in it that the wheels can get stuck in. Then after we did that, we found that the bench was a bit too high, so then we had to shorten it by taking a bit of material out. And this is now pretty much where we want it to be for working on this tractor. We just need some time aside to actually get on with this project, and then this will get seen to. But while this was out of service, we then used the HT20 for all of its grass cutting responsibilities. And the last time you will have seen this, this would have had a snowplow and chains and everything on over the winter. But we've taken all of that stuff off now, and we're not actually going to put the deck on it just yet, or at least it's not going to be signed up for grass cutting duties just yet, because we actually have a road run that we're taking this to in 6 days' time. Which I say road run, it won't be on public roads, it's on a private estate. You'll see in the video when we actually go to this event. But it does take quite a while to put a cutting deck on one of these tractors and to take it off, so we didn't feel like putting one on just to take it off a very short number of days later. So that's why the HT20 isn't lined up for grass cutting right now. And we have started to clean it up a bit. You can see the front of the chassis there looking quite nice, using some of that Oatrol oil that we've used on previous projects just to make that look a bit shinier, a bit nicer. And we need to do a bit of work on all of the white paint, try to make that look a bit better as well if we can, just to make it all look a bit more presentable for this event. And then that'll be good fun, and there will be a video of that hopefully as well coming soon. So that's why we're not using the HT20, and that leads us to why the HT23, the other HT23, is in here. Now this one we got 5 years ago now, and last ran this 2 years ago. So we pulled this out of storage a couple of days ago and charged up the battery and tried to start it up. And when I say we, most of this was done by Dad, because I've got quite a bit of schoolwork to get on with at the moment. So he was doing a lot of this stuff while I was working. But tried to start it up and it wouldn't start. Turns out that had a faulty solenoid on it. So that was the solenoid, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Just double checking. So that got replaced with a new starter solenoid, and that ran after that. So it was quite good, nothing too major stopping it from running. So then Dad fitted the mower deck using our deck trolley, which we made a number of years ago, which is over against the wall there, which makes the job slightly shorter but much easier on the person doing it, especially when Dad was doing it on his own. I mean, that's a heavy old lump, that deck, 54-inch mower deck there. So it's a heavy old thing to be pushing about on a concrete floor if you didn't have that trolley. But yeah, he fitted that all up to the lift and everything on this HT23, and then he started up and tried to lift the deck, and it wouldn't really move. I mean, you could hear it trying to lift the deck, but it just wasn't doing anything. So after that, Dad took all of the seats and fender, which comes off as one, off to see what was going on underneath, and the pivot shaft that the hydraulic lift cylinder pushes against, and then the kind of other end of the pivot is attached to all the deck linkage. That was actually seized in the blocks that the main shaft bit pivots in. So the hydraulic ram was actually trying to bend the bracket rather than actually pivoting. So Dad then had to take that pivot shaft out, which was no easy job by the sounds of it. You had to kind of loosen the back axle, didn't you?
Yes, and move the chassis rail over the other side of the locating pin on the back axle.
So there you go. Quite a lengthy job, which I kind of joined him towards the tail end of it to help out of an evening after I'd done quite a bit of schoolwork. But then at that point, it took quite a while for Dad to get those unseized because one of the pivot blocks just wouldn't give. But that's all sorted now. All of that's been cleaned up, put back together, and then all of the fender and everything reassembled. So this, in theory, is ready to do its first grass cutting season. Whether it'll be a full season or not, we'll see. One of the other tractors may be substituted back in later, but certainly for today, it'll be this tractor, and this is probably going to be the hardest cut of the year because of how long the grass is. And we have left it quite late to do this first cut, but why don't we show you what we're working with? So as you can see here, it is a lovely day. Very sunny, unlike what we've had recently. But you may be wondering if I've got a caterpillar on my collar here, which I don't. That is a remote microphone, which we've been recommended to use by Noel from Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. So in theory, no matter how far away from the camera I walk, I should stay pretty much the same volume, which is handy. And I think I've got a tape measure here, so I think we should just walk around and see how tall some of this grass is. If I just go for this tuft where I'm standing, I mean, you can see that bit of grass that's on the tape measure, over 13, nearly 14 inches tall there. Did see some bigger tufts over here though, so I think we go for a bit of a wander. I mean, all of these ones are kind of about a foot around there somewhere. It's very patchy though, because you get areas like this where the grass is barely grown, and then big old tufts. And you got some of this stuff here. I don't know what the proper species name for this is or whatever, but that's, I mean, that stalk there is over 2 foot tall, or pretty much 2 foot tall. So it's going to be a good workout for the tractor mowing this whole area, and we'll see how it gets on. So this will be a real test of the microphones now. We're only doing about a half cut with how long the grass is so that we don't bog down too much. Now Dad's already done about half of this because we did have some issues with the tractor. It was running a bit rough, but replaced both of the HT leads and it's a bit better now. You can hear it struggling a bit with some of this longer stuff. So I'll just slow it right the way down. There we are. If it keeps struggling, what we may do is only go in the direction where the right hand side, where the grass is chucked out, is on the outside, so it doesn't bog down as much, but we'll see about that. Now we'll just see how it does going back again. The worst bit is the end that I've just started at. as we move down here it gets a bit shorter, so it's a bit easier for the tractor. And quite a massive grass, yeah, there we are, quite a bit of grass ended up stuck underneath it. I'll just move out a bit so that we're not cutting so much at once. Taking it nice and slow so that we can cut all this long grass in one sweep if possible. Even if it is really slow here at the end. There we are. Have to do the same thing again here with the lifting up of the deck, just to lose some of that grass that we picked up, and again I'll move out a bit so that we're not cutting and collecting quite so much. Now for some of my YouTube friends over in Canada, like Noel, whose channel I spoke about before, and David at RCAF Polar Express, it's probably a bit weird seeing us with all of this green grass, seeing as they're still snowed in. But still for us this is quite late that we've left it, which is really showing with how much the tractor's struggling with it. But we're getting through it now. You'll hear the tractor really start to struggle on this end bit. Got to dump a bit of grass again. We end up with these huge mounds, which is why we'll have to sweep the grass after this anyway. There we are. But the chevrons on this tractor aren't ideal either for grass cutting. It is leaving quite a bit of marks. That'll have to do for now until one of the other ones are back in service. Thought I'd let Dad have a go now. I'm doing a bit of grass cutting. Not sure how well you'll be able to hear me over the exhaust sound when I was talking to you and cutting the grass, so we'll just have to see how that comes out. It is a pretty noisy tractor with the vertical exhaust, but I do quite like the sound of the HT23 as well. Right, so we've switched up the strategy a bit here now, and we're going to just go around in a square on the outside, just cutting so that the chute is pointing outwards, just to reduce on the amount of times that we have to stop and let it unclog. Also coming up to the bit here with the 2 foot tall weeds, so that handled that pretty well. There should just be one more pass after this one, hopefully. We are back in the workshop now with all of the grass cut, and that was just one more pass. And having cut the grass lengthways today, the next step is probably to cut it the other way, just to make sure that all of the grass is cut nice and evenly. And by the other way, I mean we were cutting lengthways, so we should probably cut this way at 90 degrees to it, so that any grass that was just kind of pushed over by the sheer volume of grass that we were cutting gets a good even cut. And then after that, we do need to get the sweeper out, because there's far too much grass sitting around to just let it lay there and rot, because it's suffocating all of the grass underneath it, which we need to grow up obviously through it. Usually we would just kind of, if there's a small amount of grass, just let it rot down into the grass, but not on this occasion with how much is there. Now, in terms of the tractor, it's the first time that we've given this HT23 a good workout with load on the PTO. We've used it for towing and stuff like that before, but never with load on the PTO, so it did pretty well. And we always find with this vintage equipment that whenever you give something a good workout under load, it always runs smoother afterwards, so it's always a good exercise. And we did notice that the deck was actually quite loud. I mean, we sharpened the blades and given it a bit of a service over the winter, and the bearings felt all right, but we think they might be a bit noisy, so it might be time soon for a full deck refurb, either on this deck or one of our other HT decks. All of our HTs came with a mower deck when we bought them, so we'll just have to decide which of those we refurb, or we could refurb 2 or 3 of them. It depends on how much time we've got at the time. But as well as that being quite noisy, the exhaust is quite noisy, and with it being so close to the operator station, with it being vertical, I wasn't sure how much you're actually going to be able to hear me on the microphones, which is why I was shouting quite a bit. I'd imagine you could hear my voice breaking a couple of times as I was trying to shout over the tractor. But we're actually very impressed by these microphones, because you could hear it in the video, having just reviewed a couple of the clips, kind of dulling down the tractor sound and then amplifying my voice so that you can hear me talking as I was driving on the tractor. So that was very good, and we're very impressed with these microphones. So thank you very much, Noel, for that recommendation. And I'm sure we'll use these plenty in future with our videos. And it's very handy being able to drive a tractor and you to be able to hear what I'm saying at the same time. And another thing that we've noticed when using this HT is all of our HTs seem to perform differently. Not necessarily better or worse, just differently. Just an interesting observation that we've made when we were using it. But overall, we're very pleased with how the tractor's performed, and having not used it for 2 years, it was good to give it a good workout. But that is it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.